So, unfortunately, I feel a little bit stuck at the gate because I haven't played this game in like over a week now. And this is just not the kind of game that you want to not play for over a week. There's too many little pieces of information. Oh, I know where this goes. And I know where this goes. Let's go back to the mansion first. Oh, right. Do I know what this is for yet? I'm not sure. And then this key, which goes to the sewers. So we might be exploring the sewers coming up here. Last time we found out, Sophia is actually Scott's mother. He was named Vincent when he was born. And I'm still not quite sure why he's asking who killed my mother when we know that Vivian, Andrew, and Dr. Johnson were the ones who did it. Maybe this is him figuring it out, and then he did figure it out and he killed them all? I found out who killed my mother. Okay. And he wrote it down in his journal. I haven't been able to do anything with this radio, I don't think. And there's a time capsule marked in the cemetery, which we need. And the birdhouse is marked on here for some reason. I think we have this. No, we don't have a version of this map in our inventory. These three houses, Dorothy, Bernard, and Derek's house, and Andrew's house, those are the 4 houses we've been able to get into in the city so far. We've also gotten into the hotel. We've gotten into the mansion and the hospital, and of course we're in the cabin right now. In the church. We've been in the church. We need to freaking get into Oliver's. But we haven't, I don't know where the key to Oliver's is. He said in a message that Mrs. Patterson had a spare key, but I don't know where the fuck Mrs. Patterson lived, and I don't think we've come across her name yet anywhere, like with an address or anything attached. And so, because that's where we'll find some more tools and a shovel. And that will open some stuff up for us. But until then, we've got a few keys. So let's head back to the mansion and use them. And then maybe go to the sewers. Can't remember if I said this in the last recording, but that unlabeled grave must be Sophia. Scott must have put her there. I actually don't think I have found any other house, any other building that we can enter. I think Oliver's might be the last place left. It's kind of hard to believe. I mean, there's the sewer entrances but like, it's kind of wild to think that we don't have very many other places to look in. There's got to be more. I do think, though, of all the places we have been in, there's still some, like locked drawer or something that we have to get into, like in all of those houses, except maybe Andrew's, the burnt out house. I don't think there was any other stuff to get into, but I can always check. I can always check again. I think this should go to the well where Scott found Sophia's body. I have to look in the corners, guys. Jesus. Will that actually go into the sewer? Okay, if that goes to the sewer... Okay, ideally a well and a sewer would be on different systems, but let's see. Oh fuck, no, no, no. If this is gonna break on me, no. I want to go into the mansion. I want to open the music box first. I don't know if this is a one-way, a one-way street, so to speak. Dear Trisha, as I've grown to learn about my birth parents, I feel as if a great veil has been lifted from my eyes. I now understand why Father Matthew was against us seeing each other. He was right. We shouldn't be together. Please believe me when I say I did not kill your mother. I've never lied to you, and I never will. I don't know who killed Vivian. Hopefully the truth will come to light someday. There's so much that I want to tell you, but I cannot at this moment. I pray the day when I can express everything to you will come quickly. All I can say now is I'm sorry for all the pain I've caused you. Please forgive me. That content was recorded. I need to get in her hospital room, maybe. I mean, there's nothing else in this music box, right? I can't play the music. There's no hospital key. Where would that be? Where would the fucking keys to the fucking hospital rooms be? You'd think they'd be in the hospital somewhere. They wouldn't have wandered off. No, this doesn't go anywhere. There's a number on it. Just 0526. I know there's a bunch of stuff with codes on it that we haven't gotten into yet, but I can't think of what. What this would open. It's a 4-digit code, and it's significant to Sophia. So it could also be significant to Scott or to Mr. Roberts, since, you know, he liked her. He liked her enough to bang her. God. Was there anything else in this house? There's gotta be other stuff in this house I haven't gotten into. There was so much going on in this house. The clock. The clock is here. I still don't know I don't know what fucking tea time is. Oh shit. Dorothy's last name is Patterson. She had Oliver's spare key. Fuck, did I find? I've gotten into her room and her house. I'm pretty sure. This is her room. Yeah, I remember being in her house. Hold up. I didn't get a spare key from her house. The one that goes to Oliver's. Fuck. I must have... Oh, wait, wait. Maybe there was something in her house I still couldn't open. See, that's kind of what I want to, like, get a handle on. What do I still have to even open? Okay, well, hey, I'm glad I solved that little mystery. That was driving me crazy. Oh, and there's the safe behind the painting. I've not been able to get in there. I don't know what the code is. It's a 6-digit code. Okay, let's get out of here. I did get into the shed. I do have those chess pieces. I have found 4 chess pieces so far. And I don't know for sure. I can't quite remember if somebody actually mentioned chess at any point. If that happened already. This is Dorothy's house. There is one locked door at Dorothy's house. A whole locked door. Okay, where is this sewer entrance? I feel like I must have walked right over it. Oh, and I have a code to Aunt Cecilia's apartment, wherever the hell that is. Did I try that on something? Okay, so we need to be by Dorothy's house. And then there's this path here, and it's on the other side. So it's in over this wall. Found it. No thank you. With the spooky ass music. I don't know what way is the right way, so to speak. Let's pick a direction. You know what, actually, how far back does this go first? Okay, pretty far. Would that go to the hospital, maybe? Okay, I want to see how far these other paths go before I choose where to get out. It's dark. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Oh my god. Little did you know, this is a zombie game. Oh my god, I hate it. It keeps going. Keeps fucking going. I hate it so much. Keeps going, but we still haven't found another place to get out. There must be one. At least one. I have... Okay. Did we go in a circle? My sense of direction, I was just about to say, my sense of direction is like completely shot. I have no idea. No idea. That might be a second entrance slash exit. It also might be the same one. I think it's a different one. I don't think we went in a circle. I swear I thought we had just actually gone in a circle, but that was a new door to open. I think here's as good as anywhere. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, I hate this. I think we are inside the hospital. I hate this so much. Why do you have fucking sewer entrances inside your goddamn hospital? Are we in the basement? Stop it. Stop it with the little pixels and the... Oh my god. Janitor's closet. Survey says that was a lie. There's your thumbnail. Morgue. Oh my god. Oh my god. The way that that opened and pushed me backwards jump scared me a little bit. God, I hate this so much. The power must be down here though, like... Keys! BH. What was Bernard's last name? Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh dear. I called Dorothy last week. She told me something interesting about Sophia. There was a puzzle that she received from Matthew when she first started working at the mansion, sort of a birthday gift for her. In that puzzle, Sophia was to visit both hers and Matthew's favorite locations in Painscreek. In each location lies a clue that Matthew had written on the wall of the building exterior. The clues, when put together, would point her to the location of her gifts. I thought that was a neat idea. Sophia's favorite places: Anne's courtyard, the bridge, and the post office. Why would someone like the post office? Where can I find Matthew's favorite places? I already found two of these. The post office one, and then one by the post office. I don't remember... Actually, I don't remember where the second one was. One of them said playground, and one of them, I think, said stream. I received an anonymous message this morning. It claimed that Scott wasn't Vivian's killer. Unfortunately, that's all I got. Oh dear. I've had my doubts whether Scott really killed Vivian. He sure had the motive, but upon reading all his diaries and looking through his investigation notes, I can't help but think that Scott didn't kill Vivian. On the contrary, he was trying to find out who killed Vivian, as well as what really happened to Andrew Reed and Dr. Johnson. I still don't know if this anonymous person is a man or a woman, but they've helped solidify my thoughts on Scott. I received another message yesterday. It told me to look into Bernard, the mansion's butler. I can't help but feel that this person is trying to tell me something, but not exactly what. The message said I will find something in the house. Well, yeah, there was a drawer I couldn't get into. Today I received a key. Does it stand for Bernard's house? I've already gotten inside Bernard's house, and I don't know that anything left in his house can be opened with a key. I need a code. I've searched everywhere and read all Bernard's diaries. Something just doesn't add up. Maybe it's just a hunch, or simply that I'm thinking too much, but would he really have killed Vivian? There's something else about his entries that just make me pause and wonder if he was indeed a murderer. I photographed all the pages. Or that he just maybe wasn't quite owning up to something. You know? What were you doing here, Stephen? What were you doing down here, Steven? Please tell me I cannot open these. Oh, thank God. I gotta get the power turned back on. Yeah, I guess if Steven found anything here, he didn't leave it here. And it's not important to me. This goes back out. God, I hate this so fucking much. Electrical room, yeah. Actually, let's go there first. If we can actually turn power back on, that will make this all so much better. No, come on. How do I make... How do I do it? That was such a loud noise. Fuck. I don't like the idea that somebody else could be here and now know that I am here. Yes. Oh, I thought I couldn't open it again. Sure, why wouldn't there just be a hammer in here? Nothing else. Great. Now I can come down here whenever I need to. If I really need to, I don't know. Do I need to visit anywhere else up in the hospital? Where have I found a briefcase that I need to open? Have I? Not sure. I'm not sure. This seemed really far away from that other exit that went up. And I thought maybe that one went to the hospital. We can't even get out there. Damn it. Well, I have a hammer now. What's something I can open? Can I just like bash that clock in the mansion? The tea time clock? Just bash it. No, I think maybe we can open that drawer in Wanda's house. Now I'm thinking about it, I feel like I did see a briefcase somewhere. I could just be making that up though in my head. We got a book right off the bat. The hospital gave me these pills. They're supposed to help fight depression. These are not dated. I feel a slight dizziness. It might be the food that I ate this morning. The dizziness comes and goes. I'll still be able to work, not a big problem. It's my day off today. I didn't take the medication. By the evening, I started thinking about Vivian. I had to drive Vivian again. So I took double the dosage. I had a migraine for the rest of the day. At least I didn't have to think about her. Couldn't Vivian stop seeing that guy? Why can't I stop thinking about it? Now I know that my dizziness comes from those pills. The pills. They don't seem to work anymore. It doesn't matter if I take them or not. I can't stop imagining what Vivian and that guy are doing whenever they meet. Oh, I see. I stopped taking the medication. He had a thing for her. And apparently she was doing someone else besides her husband. What the fuck? These are dated. I drove Vivian today since Derek is out of town with Charles. As I was driving, we talked. She expressed, oh, this is the year she was killed. She expressed that, despite having a successful business, she felt empty and tired. Trisha hates Vivian for trying to stop her from seeing Scott. Wouldn't it be funny if Charles Roberts the last name. What if he isn't even her father? What if she was the result of an affair and so was Scott? They aren't half-siblings after all. Oh, Trisha hates Vivian for trying to stop her from seeing Scott. She seems to be really bothered by the name Vincent, and her relationship with Charles seems to be just for show. I wish I could comfort her. She's going through so much right now. If only I could confess to Vivian how much respect I have for her, how much I admire her. Ever since Trisha brought up the name Vincent, Vivian has been pretty quiet. Even during dinner, she hardly spoke. I can barely remember the last time Vivian appeared happy. I don't think anyone can blame her. Wanda hasn't been coming to work for a while now. Her illness is getting worse. I wonder how she's coping. The pills. Didn't we, somebody switched somebody's medication. I don't think it was Bernard. It was someone else. We were reading about that, though. Somebody else had something weird happen with their meds. I can't remember. Dr. Johnson killed someone by switching their meds. Who was that? I can't remember. Derek wasn't available to drive Vivian again, so I offered to help. It's been a month since I first drove for her. Oh. She's been opening up to more to me, telling me about the struggles she's faced with her rocky relationship with Charles, how she really dislikes Scott. Sometimes I would give her some suggestions when she asks what she should do. Other times she just wants someone to listen to her. Mostly, I am just happy to be with her. Vivian seems rather distraught recently. During the afternoon tea gathering... What time was it? I stood outside the room and tried to listen to the conversations. She feels miserable being with Charles. They hardly look at each other, let alone speak. Personally, I don't think Charles deserves her. I finished reading Vivian's biography. Half the facts were incorrect. The writer should have done his homework better. Oh, I thought it was an autobiography. I'll have to look. Sometimes when I'm driving for Vivian, she asks me to drop her off at the corner of a street, typically in front of Tom's Cafe. She's always telling me that she'll make it back home on her own. It aroused my curiosity, so after dropping her off today, I parked the car and watched her. She ordered a cup of coffee to go. She then left the cafe and walked up the street for about 5 minutes to a residential area. She stopped in front of an apartment and pressed the doorbell. Shortly after, a man in his early 30s, wearing a suit, opened the door. He leaned over and hugged Vivian. She gave the coffee to him, and they exchanged some words. I couldn't hear what they said. They then entered the apartment together. What's the address? This is the 6th time I followed Vivian. After she went into the building with the guy, well, 6 times in like 2 months. After she went into the building with the guy, I parked the car nearby to wait for her to come out. Is this considered stalking? Well, were you invited, sir? No. About 2 hours later, a cab stopped out in front of the apartment. Shortly afterwards, Vivian came outside, and the man followed closely behind. They chatted for a bit. Vivian looked extremely comfortable with him. Before leaving, she kissed him on the cheek. What is going on? I would like to know. I tracked down the guy. He works at a bank. The place they meet is his apartment. How could she do that? Who the hell is he? I reported sick for the 3rd consecutive day. As I laid in bed, I kept thinking on why Vivian would be seeing another man. No matter what Charles did to her, she has kept her faith in him throughout the years. How could she be having an affair now? She's better than that. She's supposed to choose me. They're probably not having an affair. I'm guessing it's for some other reason. I don't know though. I mean, why not have an affair? I guess. Did I come in here already? I don't think I did. These were all open already? Huh. Okay. You know, these journals didn't really actually give me that much information. Some of Bernard's, like, motivations perhaps, but like, I mean, I feel like I could have guessed most of that. Okay, oh right, this stupid darts puzzle. I'm not looking at this again, that made me so mad. It was making me so mad. City of New Jersey, Department of Child Psychiatric Division. Derek's psychiatric evaluation. After almost 5 months of sessions, your son is now much better. We are still unable to get him to talk much, but he has chosen to express his thoughts and feelings through written text, which is a breakthrough for him. During his last session, however, he wrote the following. Dad was standing in the middle of the road. He was waving to me. Mom was crying and her tears dripped onto my face. I woke up. Kitty was purring and licking my face. I think she wanted to go out. Mom doesn't like me to make noise when it's late at night. Says it will wake everyone up. So I was very quiet when I opened the back door. Kitty flew away. There were noises behind the wall fence. There's a door that's always locked, but there's light behind the keyhole. I walked to the door and looked through the keyhole. There were 4 people. 2 of them were fighting. A baby was crying. Then one of them fell down and hit her head. She stopped moving. Her eyes were open. I wet my pants because she was looking at me. Oh. Derek has since been very quiet. We haven't been able to grasp fully if what he wrote was real or imaginary. Nevertheless, we are concerned with his situation. Oh dear. The school called. Principal told me that the kids have been calling Derek names, saying he's a bastard child. Wait, haven't we read this? No, we haven't. Derek poked a bird's nest till it fell off the tree. After that, he stoned the chicks to death. Oh my god. Yeah, that's psycho behavior. That's not good. This resulted in him being suspended from school for a week. The principal asked if Derek had suffered any kind of trauma that would cause him to act like this. Yeah, apparently. I could not tell him that Derek witnessed Sophia being killed. He was only 5 when that happened. Oh, so she knew what that was. Derek stopped going to school. He told me school isn't for him. I should not have asked him to keep quiet about Sophia's death. He must have been bottling up his emotions all these years. Maybe it's time I start homeschooling him. Uh-oh. None of this sounds good. And that is all of Wanda's journals. Okay. I don't know, Derek's stuff didn't really sound like, you know, like there was really anything bothering him. Just that he liked Trisha. But in his journals, he sounds kind of like, you know, normal. Oh, and he owned a pocket knife. Oh, the key card. Let's go back to the hospital. Oh, and the things with the... This one says stream. It says stream on the post office. That was in Steven's notes, right? So on the post office building, it says stream. What about the hotel? And I found another one somewhere over there, I think. Or maybe I found the one on the bridge. I found this one. Moon Cafe says playground. Hotel says bird? What the hell is bird? That's not a place or a fixed place thing. What? Can I use this? I need like some serious pliers or like a wrench. I wonder if the farmer's market would be someone's favorite place. Or the church, since we're here, right? Not too far anyway. I feel like I would have seen... I was looking for the key when I first got here. This might be the code for that box. Oh. Stump. Yeah, this is probably the code for that box. There should be one more word written somewhere. Oh my god. It's just a plain ass ring though. Dear Sophia, it's been quite a while since I last wrote to you. I've been busy. I hope you are doing well. Father Calvin has been guiding me how to be a man of God, to grow my faith in the Lord and my compassion for people. When I see those who have no beds to sleep upon and no food to eat, my heart goes out to them. I wish I could do more. Father Calvin has been handing me more and more responsibilities. It seems like he might be retiring soon. He even gave me his favorite desk in the study room. I've changed its code to this. Nice. I'm pretty sure I did not have that information, right? Ah, the day you first came to the orphanage. Painscreek has been very quiet recently. Nothing much goes on in this small town. Oliver is still Painscreek's event photographer. Charles and Vivian are running their businesses as usual. Trisha's 7 now. She's really smart and loves to hang out with her dad. Dorothy's the same old Dorothy that we all love. Bernard's still the reliable butler. I don't think he'll ever be replaced. As for me, well, I'm still here waiting for your return. Do you remember the church attic? Well, I spend most of my free time there now, doing wood carving. It helps me relax. Hey, I even got pretty good at it. Sometimes I'll think of you and how we spent our time together. I'm not sure if you ever realized how I felt towards you. Since you left, I keep writing these letters, but I never mail them. And to be honest, it's because I don't have a clue where you might be staying right now. At the same time, writing to you has made me feel that we are still close to one another. Today marks the 6th year that you left Painscreek. I still don't know why you left. All I want to say is take care. This will be my last letter. One day I hope to see you again. That was Valentine's Day, 82. That was the day she came to the orphanage. Not, I mean, I guess that's when they would celebrate her birthday. Will that be recorded too? Yes. Oh boy. Okay. Huh. Let's go back to the church and use this code. Was there a briefcase somewhere in? I'm gonna check real quick. Stephen might have left a briefcase in his room. There was some good info in here, but no briefcase. I visited Scott today. I couldn't believe what he said. How could Sophia be dead? Oh dear. How could Andrew, Henry, and Vivian have killed her? Did Dorothy know? How about Wanda or Charles? Did they know? Wanda knew. I don't know about... Well, no, Dorothy didn't know. I visited Sophia's grave today. It was just a wooden cross that Scott made. There was no name on it. I placed some flowers in front of it. She always had a liking for flowers. Oh yeah, she was saying it was really Sophia's house, not Dorothy's house. It was like in Dorothy's name, but Sophia was the one that stayed there. We had mass today. Vivian and Henry were there. Andrew, as usual, didn't come. All I can think of whenever I look at them is whether they actually killed Sophia or not. As they praised the Lord throughout the sermon, I felt sick to the stomach. I couldn't bear to see their faces. What should I do now? I know I should forgive them, but it's so difficult. I'm dying inside. I wish I had never visited Scott. I wish I never heard what he said. I wish I could just forget everything. I need to talk to Andrew. I need him to confess. Okay, let's get out of here. None of these things are really yielding me the information that I want. Which is a straight up confession. I don't think Andrew killed Vivian. He died first, right? Andrew is the one who was... Do we know who pushed Vivian? Was that in my journals, the exact person who pushed her, or was it like, and the next thing we knew, she was on the ground, bleeding out, or whatever. She hit her head. Can't remember. Okay, let's use this key card. Dear Henry Johnson, I would like to thank you for your contribution to the Painscreek Community Hospital and the people of Painscreek for the past 2 decades. However, there have been reports regarding the mishandling of funds designated for PCH, most of which came from the Roberts Relief Fund. This support was meant to help with the purchases of medical equipment and supplies. Since a sum of nearly $160,000 has been estimated missing, we have no other choice except to open an investigation. Until you are able to explain the discrepancies between your accounting and ours, we have no choice but to suspend all funding for the hospital for the time being. I will be meeting you and your accountant to solve these issues so we may continue to support the hospital's needs. I don't think that's anything new.
Henry, I just received a letter from the NMB investigation firm regarding the use of the RRF funds. I need you to call me. Henry, we really need to talk. Please call back. What's going on, Henry? Why aren't you returning my calls? This is really important.
Was that Vivian? To Charles Roberts. I don't know if it's a joke that you sent me the threat letter, but if you knew about the well, then you must have found out the truth. Just so you know, your wife was the one behind all of it. If you have any grudge, it's with her, not me. I was just a witness in Sophia's death, nothing more. Wow. Imagine putting that in writing. I know what you did. Meet me by the well at midnight. You know which one. Come alone. This was written on a typewriter. Scott had a typewriter. But Trisha had access to the cabin. It's possible Trisha found that room. Scott did give her that cross key. Maybe somebody else even had access to it. Or maybe Scott just wanted to talk. Actually, what was that dated for? That was not dated. How would he go from the well to driving his car into the river? Okay, that got me a key to room 203. Forget whose room this was. Trisha's. Nice. Looks like Steven was here already. Does that say 5:03? Can I watch this? I want to watch this. Put it in the TV. Why are you keeping milk on the counter? My God. Oh no. Scott's body was found behind a bush on Maple Drive. Oh my God. This was dated November 95. His body was found alongside, on the roadside along Maple Drive. Yikes. Well, that's what happened to him. A key. Looks like a room key. Yesterday, on hearing that Scott was apprehended for the murder of her mother, Trisha collapsed. What? Who wrote this? The hospital called this morning to inform us that it was just a nervous breakdown. However, they've suggested that she should stay here for another few days. Charles is asking me to stay by her side. Is this Dorothy? It rained today. Trisha always hated the rain. She stayed in bed, tucked under the blanket, nearly the entire day. Here and there, she mutters Scott's name out loud. Charles visits Trisha almost every day. Today, he was quieter than usual. All of a sudden, he told me that Vivian had been seeing another man, apparently a banker, for more than a year. He asked me if Vivian ever talked to me about it. I said I didn't know anything, but I was sure that Vivian would never have done such a thing. Then I realized that Trisha was awake. I'm not sure if she heard our conversation. Sheriff Howard came today. He asked me if I remember seeing anything suspicious the night Vivian died. I'd already told him everything I know. It's frustrating to be asked over and over again about things I want to forget. Before he left, I asked if Scott could really be the killer. He said he's wondering the same thing. Derek came by to see Trisha. I asked him how he was doing. He said that the medical expenses for Wanda were more than he expected. Even with Charles' help, he's been forced to use up most of his savings. He's currently searching for a second job. He asked me if there was a future for him. Traveling with Charles made him see some of the rather ugly sides of the world. His mother is hospitalized with terminal cancer, and seeing his best friend, Tricia, like this pains him. Before he left, he leaned close to her and whispered, "Would it have been better if Scott just never showed up? Would you have chosen me?" Oof, gross. Yeah, that's Dorothy. Ew. Ooh. Okay. Did Trisha throw herself off the top of the hospital? Is she the one that did that? I don't remember what date that was. I thought that was like Sophia's ghost or some shit. I want to go use this on the 2 remaining doors in the mansion. See what happens. I think this one's just the bathroom. Oh, it says M to S. Ew. So Matthew to Sophia. So that could be a code that Matthew used for something. Doesn't make any sense. All right, I don't know where these keys go. I have to think. I have to think some more.